welcome. My name is Tom, and today I will be leading another one of our successful trader interviews. So here at OFP, we are interviewing some of our most successful traders in order to better understand their motivations, strategies, plans, and insights into the world of proprietary trading. So today we have with us Abdul. The way that the interview will work is that we will get to know Abdul a little better first. Then we will run through some of his best and worst trades, hopefully seeing some graphical details and having him better explain why the trades were good, bad, and what he maybe would have done better. We will then aim to give you some more insight into his strategies, his mentality, his approach to trading. And to close, we will try to better understand his inspiration, maybe if he has any guidance for any new traders who are watching this video. And I hope you enjoy. So before we start the interview, however, I'd like to give you an introduction to OFP. So OFP is a direct funding proprietary trading company that aims to give traders access to capital that they would otherwise not have access to. The reason for this is that OFP believes that not having money shouldn't be a reason not to be able to earn money. As is so often the case, the market world trading is only for those who have lots of money already, and you can't start off if you're only starting with £10. So we like to think that as long as you show the correct risk management, the correct approach, the correct strategy, you too should have access to this world. OFP tries to differentiate itself within this market by giving greater trader autonomy and reducing the obstacles to payouts. The industry standard at the moment is approximately 2%, but we have taken steps to increase our payout rate to around 34%, and these steps would include news trading and specifically no verification challenges, which so often get in the way of people actually getting that access to the money through which they can trade and make a profit. And we believe that the balance between rules and reward combines to create a fun and fair trading experience for all clients. So now to get into the interview with Abdul, we really do hope you enjoy the interview and learn something from him. Thank you. So hello and welcome everybody. So today we have with us Abdul. Abdul has been with us since the 13th of September. He has had a $50,000 account with us since then and has managed to return 11.5% within that short time frame. He has shown great risk management skills and just very good trading skills. So Abdul, hi, how are you?
Good. What about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you very much. So before we get started involved in the details of your trading, would you be able to give us a few more details about yourself and maybe your background?
Okay. I'm Abdul Rahman. I came from Yemen, but I live in Russia. I'm a student in the third year, so just 1 year left for graduation.
Okay. And what do you study?
Computer science.
Oh, very nice indeed.
Yeah.
So when did you first get into trading?
The live account was in 2020, April, 17th of April. But before that, I used to use a demo account in 2019.
Okay. And why did you first join OFP?
Well, the reason why I joined OFP because it's instant pounding, and I believe it's the great company which give you instant pounding with the high capital, I believe, and less price. It cost me $320, I believe, for 50K.
Okay.
So I don't believe there is a company offer like that price and that capital.
Okay, well that's very good to hear. We're very happy that you're happy with how we offer it. So in terms of your personal lifestyle, finally, what do you like to do when you're not trading? So as you said, you're in your final year. So is there anything else you like to do in your spare time?
Well, in my free time, I just go to the university. I have schedule. I go to the university, come back trading, and then go to the gym, come back to study programming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. So you manage to fit trading within your lifestyle day to day. It doesn't take over it. Okay. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. So now what I'd like to do is look into Abdul's better and not so good trades that he's managed to do over the last month. And here he's prepared for us a few of his successful and non-successful trades. So Abdul, would you be able to give us a good, or as details as you can, of all the trades that you've got prepared for us?
Okay. For me, I usually trade from 1 hour to 3 minutes. So I like to setups from 1 hour and 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 and 3 minutes. So, for example, I trade in GU and GJ and USD CAD. This is one of the winning trades in GU. As you can see, I just followed the trend. We had a nice upper trend, as you can see here. So what I did, I was expecting when the structure break out. For example, this one here, structure here, breakout. So I was waiting for the price to pull back to the last candle before break of structure. So the last candle of break of structure was this one.
Okay.
So I entered my trade based on the last candle before the break of structure. My entry here, my stop is lower than the last one, like and the last candle there. My TB is the highest candle when the price broke up the structure.
So when you're approaching this and you're following the upward trend, at what point do you have that fixed exit point, or do you just see if you can follow it as long as you can do? When do you then say, okay, I'm done, I'm happy with the profit, let's get out of here?
Yeah, sometimes when the price goes in my favor, so sometimes I close at 75-80% of my TB. I don't need to be exactly like to have my TB 100%. I'm satisfied with 75-80% of my TB because I have reasonable target, daily target and monthly target.
Okay.
So for me, I have a 50K founded account. So I risk only 1 or sometimes 2% from my max drawdown, no, from my 50K account. So 50K account, I have 10%.
Sure.
So that means like I have 5K account as a max drawdown.
Sure.
So I risk 2% for this trade. I risk 2%. That means like $100, right?
So you like the fact that you're the low risk. That's one of the things we said you do very well with us here at OFP, and so this is just a good example of it. Is this just a recurring strategy you use, very low risk, or do you ever think the signs are so good, I'm going to risk a little bit more?
Well, I prefer it's because if this trade goes wrong, I still have chances to make it up. You know what I mean? So for example, if each trade I take 2% from the 5K, I have 50 trades in a row to lose the account. You know what I mean? So if I have 50, it's large number to have a loss, like 50 loss trades.
So you're diversifying your trades. Yeah.
But this is what I do.
And how would you, once you've completed this trade, how would you review this trade? Do you have a journal, maybe?
Yeah, I have
test the strategy. Yeah,
I have a journal, and see which one is the good trade, which one is the bad, and why it's bad.
Sure.
And learn from my my mistakes.
Okay. And do you have any other good trades you'd like to show us?
Yeah, as I said before, sometimes I look in a different time frame. So I have one here. I believe it was in 15 minutes. Yeah. So this one. This one was like break of structure. So I was looking for the last candle here. This one, as you can see. So my entry is the upper wick of the candle. My stop loss is the lower wick of the candle. My TB is usually like here or here. As I said before, I close my TB manually when I see like 75 or 80, sometimes 90. So I'm not greedy. I don't leave the I don't leave the
you don't run the risk. I think that very much follows your typical approach of risk management, doing little trades. That's very good. So again, so you say you close them manually. Do you ever make a mistake when closing manually? Have you ever left it too long in terms of you closed it when it's maybe started to make losses, or you've just forgotten about it during your day? Or are you watching this continually?
Well, sometimes I watch it continually, continually. In my phone, not in my laptop, because as I said, I'm a student, so I go to the university, so I need to check my phone every like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to see what is the price.
Yeah.
Price hit my stop loss or it's in my favor, like that.
Okay, that's very good. So I'm guessing sometimes during your lectures, you're just there, heads in hand, thinking, "Oh God, I've got to close this now." Perfect. Yeah. And perhaps do you have any of the trades which you describe maybe as a bad trade, something that just didn't go well at all?
I got yesterday about trade here.
Okay.
So this one, as I said, was like break of structure. So I was expecting the market to go down to the last candle here, as you can see. So I entered from here. My stop loss was the lower of the candle, the wick of the candle. My TB was the highest of the day. It went in my favor for like 30 minutes, I believe, and then went back. It was like the market was in good condition on Friday, yesterday. So eventually it hit my stop loss by
like a bit. What are you trading here? Is this the pound to dollar?
Yeah, I trade GBP USD.
Okay.
GJ. I got yesterday GJ in 3 minutes. GJ I only trade in session, so I bought just order and go. I don't watch it.
So do you, with regards to the other trade you were showing us, the pound to the dollar, where you said you made a loss, I know that yesterday was quite a politically important day in England where lots of different things happen. Do you keep a track of the news? Because I know that the markets reacted quite badly on very short timescales. So do you keep an eye when you're trading that, or is this again something that it's just you're looking at the way the graph moves?
Well, I look at the news every day, but I'm technical analysis. I'm not fundamental. 100% technical analysis. But I believe the news, the news just when the news release, it's just follow the structure. That's why I said in the early, I only trade like the trends, the structure, break of structure. Because sometimes we got some bad news about bad number about USD dollar, but when we see that in the screen on the chart, we see it differently. Like it goes in USD favor, not against the USD favor. That's why I don't believe in fundamental analysis.
Okay,
I'm 100% technical analysis.
Sure, that works. And with the trades you showed us, were you doing that manually? Were you keeping an eye on that manually, or were you using a stop loss or something and it just didn't go the way you wanted it to when you made that loss on the pound against the dollar?
The pound USD dollar yesterday.
Yeah, because it just didn't go the way you wanted. Okay.
I bought order. Sometimes we are human at the end of the day. So when I got lost, I got frustrated. So I take like some revenge trade. But I just stick to my risk management. Even if I have a revenge trade, I always stick to my risk management, which is risk 1 or 2% of my account.
Okay, so that's just one of the things you always stick to, and I guess that's a very good way of
Yeah.
approaching it. And did you have any other bad trades you perhaps wanted to show us? You were looking at the Japanese against the pound.
Yeah, I have this one GJ. In 3 minutes, we saw a break of structure here. GJ I only trade in essential session, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this one broke off the structure, so I was expecting the market to go down to the last minute, last candle. This one.
Mm-hmm.
So about order the market, I just woke up and I saw the trade is lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I got frustrated because it's just like, 1 pip, I believe, by 1 pip, hit my stop loss by 1 pip and went
Mm-hmm.
to my TB.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sometimes it happened.
So it moved a little bit too much. Suddenly everything stopped, and then you missed out on the good stuff. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's it's just the way it works. It moves a little bit out of your favor. That's brilliant. And as you already said, you prefer technical analysis as opposed to fundamental. Have you ever tried fundamental analysis when you're approaching trading, or is it just technical has been your best?
Just technical analysis. I don't believe in fundamental analysis, to be honest with you.
Okay. Is that just because you've tried and tested it and it didn't work out, or it's just something you just don't believe in?
As I said before, sometimes the news released and we see bad numbers about USD dollar.
Mm-hmm.
But when we see in the chart, it's different than the numbers. Like it's bad numbers, so the market should goes to against to play against the USD dollar. But when we see it like with the USD dollar, it doesn't make sense for me.
I see. So when it's fundamental, it doesn't move in the way you think it should, whereas technical, it always does what you know it should be doing. Okay.
So that's why I don't believe in fundamental analysis.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for sharing your screen with us on that bit for us as well. So now that we've had a look at some of the more detailed trades, I'd like to get into some of the non-specific trades, also talking about your mentality and stuff. So since you started trading overall, not just with OFP, have you adjusted your mentality? Did you ever suffer from the fear of missing out or regret? You mentioned just a couple of minutes ago that when you had a slightly worse trade, you made some sort of frustrated trades, which just don't necessarily go very well. So have you changed your mentality to trading?
Well, I'm trying to change it to be better than before.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we are human. We have emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I always said that even if I have revenge trade, try to stick to my risk management. So even if the revenge trade went against me, it doesn't hurt my account.
Mm-hmm.
Just like 1%, 2%, and then I learn from that mistake instead of like take a revenge trade and open like large lot size. And
sure. I mean, it's great to see that you always approach it at least with the same basic. You don't risk too much. So even when you do make maybe an emotional trade, it's not going to be too damaging if it doesn't go well. And so were you always like that at the very start of trading? Did you always think straight away, I'm going to be a very careful trader? Or did you sometimes think, oh, this looks good, let's go for 10% of everything?
No, you just stick to my risk management. I have 1%, 2%, that's it. So
and did you learn about trading before you started trading properly?
Say again?
So did you have any education in trading before you went on to this kind of trading?
No, I just learned by myself.
Okay. And how long did that take you?
It took me 1 year to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 1 year. The reason why I didn't have mentor. I didn't like about mentorship or something like that because when I started Forex, so I saw the numbers of the losing traders, like 92%, I believe.
Yep.
they lose their account or their money. So from that day, I said, okay, why would I buy someone course? And 92% of the traders, they lose their accounts.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, if I'm gonna trade in Forex, I will learn by myself. This is the reason why.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I mean, from what I'm hearing,
It
you're
works for
very
me. It
you're very
works for me.
careful. Even risk management, even when you were learning how to trade, seems to be your strategy. Yeah. So looking at your trading history, when you trade, is there a most profitable time of the day? Is there a certain session you like to follow, and that's when you make your money, or is it spread?
Well, it depends on the pair. For example, the GU, I only trade if it's upper trend, so I trade in London session. So if it's downtrend, I trade in New York session. So I just focus on the sessions.
Okay. And is there have you ever had a most profitable time? So when you look back, if you have a journal, is there one you'd say stands out as where you've made the most money, or maybe even where you've made the most losses?
Well, I didn't. I don't know. I haven't checked that.
That's not a problem. I mean, it's sometimes people know they're only going to trade London because that's where they do great. But I guess you go, as you said, your technical analysis, wherever there is something good, you'll go for it there. I mean, that's great. That's very important. And I'm sure people will learn a lot from that. Thank you very much. So, Abdul, thank you very much for having shown us a few more details into your trades and also the non-specific details. A few more questions before we wrap up. What are your future plans? So not just with trading and not just with OFP, but after your education's finished, what do you want to do with life?
Well, my future's plan is to graduate. This is my main goal, to graduate from the university, and then I'm planning to open my own business.
Very nice.
I want to be my own boss.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
That's why the reason why I joined Forex, started trading Forex, because I don't want to work in the normal job, 9-5 job.
Mm-hmm. 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 Of course. And so do you intend on your future job perhaps being trading, or do you think trading will just be something you do on the side of whatever business you open?
Well, the trading will be the first. It's my first business. I consider forex trading is as a business. So
Mm-hmm.
this is my first business. But about my education is gonna be the second plan if something happened. So
Mm-hmm.
I have second plan, P plan.
Sure. That works. That makes sense. So when it comes to OFP, what would you say to people if someone else was looking to get into trading? Would you encourage them to come to OFP?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like 100%.
That's great to hear. And so you mentioned that you like the fact that it's instant funding, but what else why would you say to other people, yeah, go to OFP? Absolutely.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I didn't see any platform offer a low price with the big account. You're talking about 50K account, and it cost me only 32. So I didn't see any platform offer that kind of program.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. So you think it makes it more accessible to individuals because it's a little bit cheaper.
So I have my own account, but it's not big account. You know what I mean? Big amount of money. I don't have big amount of money, but OFP offer me a big capital to trade.
Sure.
So that made it easier for me to trade.
That works. And do you like the fact that there's no verification challenges in getting access to that money?
Yeah, that's great, because I tried challenge account in another platform. I passed the first challenge. So when it comes the second one, I failed because the challenges, it's you need to pass the first one, the second one, and then you're gonna get pounded. it's long time, like a long period of time to be founded. But unlike OFP, when you buy the accounts, you can make your profit from the second day. Like the first day when you got the account, you can start making profit.
Well, I mean, that's what we love to hear. Yeah. I mean, we love to hear that people appreciate the fact that we just don't make you jump through hoops. And yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. So do you have any guidance for traders who may be just starting out either with OFP or just on their very first sort of trading journey?
Or guide me to trade?
Do you have any guidance? So any inspirational words for people who were like yourself a few years ago?
Well, inspiration words like focus on a plan, stick to your risk management, and you're gonna make it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Never give up. Just stick to your plan. I believe if all traders stick to the reasonable risk management, they will make it. In these days, there are a lot of companies. One of them is OFP. They offer a good capital to trade. So there is no excuse to fail in this market. I believe that.
Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, Abdul, thank you very much for talking to us today. You've been an absolutely brilliant interviewee. We here at OFP very much appreciate your time. And
thanks for having me.
We really do hope your success continues and that you continue to grow as a trader with us here at OFP. So I'd like to thank everyone else. And yeah, Abdul, thank you very much and have a really good day.
You too.